All right, good morning, cyber traders. Welcome back on this lovely Thursday. Good morning. Good to see you all. Michael, good to see you all. Good to see you, Randy. Good everyone in the cyber group room and everyone on YouTube, Facebook. Welcome back. Lovely morning. Looks like we had some job claims came out. They were a little bit better than expected. Didn't really affect the market that much. We got a nice little correction yesterday. Does that sound good? Nice? I don't know if it sounds that too well. Nice. But listen, it's healthy to have a correction in the market. You got to have some things that back off all the time. You know, like I told you, I didn't expect that much was going to happen yesterday. I ended up breaking flat yesterday. I did well at the open. Then I gave it back. Then I did well, and I gave it back. And I says, you know what? I'm not really going anywhere, so I called it quits early. And and that's part of the game. And I knew it was going to happen with the Fed rate that was going on. So there wasn't really that much out there for stocks to be trading. And the market obviously is down about 80 points right now. They're expecting that they're going to raise interest rates. I expect that. I told you that yesterday. They're going to raise it. They have no choice with inflation going up. And then interest rates at zero, they're going to have to raise them eventually. Question is how much and how soon. They're saying at the end of 2022, 23. I don't know. Could be sooner, whatever it is. But just be very careful what's happening in the market with your long-term effect. Like I told you, I've been saying this from the beginning. I've been watching the market. I'm not really seeing anything drastic that could ever, could really hurt a market ever for doing it for so long. The only thing that really could make a catastrophe in the market is that if we have another epidemic, another coronavirus, or another 9/11, another financial crisis. Those are what really, really make it. The internet bubble was something a little bit more of a out of the box, but that's really what's going to happen. A war, worst case scenario. These are things you got to be keeping an eye on. But anyway, a couple of stocks did make some decent moves yesterday. Probably the decent one out of yesterday was probably this one, and there's nothing pretty about it. I mean, look at it. Stock right out of the gate had this nice little pop. It ran from 560, went all the way to 670, back down to $6, back up to 670. I mean, really, that's what we're looking at. I mean, you had this other one, AVXL. It's not really what we're looking at, They were all pretty much kind of flat. These are kind of stocks that we looked at, and that pretty much did it. I mean, I thought DraftKings was going to come back a little bit. It had a nice pop at the open, came straight back down. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. But good news is that we got some decent stocks this morning, and I want to start them out. I mean, we got one person here on YouTube, Trader K, on YouTube says iSun. And I saw the iSun. It was on my watch list. I was going to save that and talk about. I'm not super excited about it. Stock was a $35 stock. It's up a little bit. It only trade 39,000 shares in pre-market. It just made a little bit of a move right now. That one is okay. A couple of the stocks I really think we're probably going to do better. We got the APOP. That one's doing really nice right here. You can see that stock. Some of you here in the cyber group room caught on to this around 8:30 this morning. Really nice move. Great trend. Stock literally went from 460. I think a bunch of you jumped in probably when it passed this probably $5 price range. Nice little 40-cent move. Starting to come down a little bit right now, but 8.5 million shares. That's a lot of shares. MTP, another one. Stock is gapped up really high, but from 5:30 this morning until now, she's kind of flatlined right there. So I'm not really, this is going to be on my B list, but when you look at the long-term chart, you can see right here back in February, that's its major resistance levels. Looks like it just got up to it. It came right back down a little bit. It's got to break that high. Remember, with those support and resistance levels, remember we always talk about, there's no such thing of a support and resistance level unless you have those buyers and sellers, which, by the way, which reminds me, today is the Cyber Expo, so don't miss it. And we're going to talk a lot about it about the shadowing and following the big money orders. So don't forget, if you haven't registered yet, we got the link up there. We'll go over that again so you guys can register it. A couple other stocks, CLSD. This one's a little bit nicer. It's broke a 52-week high right here. It's got a little bit of a Fausto flag. It's trending up nice, 4.9 million shares, up 27%. It's got a big order out here. It's having a tough time breaking it, but if it gets through that guy right there, then it should break it. Tier size, it's a little bit small, but orders are out there, which makes it a lot better than the other two. Now, this one, on the other hand, I threw this in there as a long shot, and I'll tell you why. If you look at the long-term chart, it's breaking a really nice 52-week high. It's the only reason why I like it. I don't know if it's going to be a day trade, but I want to see how this goes into the open. I'm looking at the long-term chart, and I can see that it's got this little resistance levels here around 1050. If you can get past that, I mean, you could see that there's a beautiful Fausto flag on the long-term chart, and that's the only reason why I threw that in there. But it's more, it looks more of a swing trade. Another stock that made the watch list, up 10%, 500,000 shares already traded. Stock was we remember this, we traded back in February. It ran from $4 to $9. It was not only a good day trade, it was a good swing trade. It was also a very good short squeeze. But it's up pretty decently. It's up like I said, up 10%. It's got a big ARC order out there. You can see him right now at 8,900 shares. He's getting hit a little bit. It's got a nice little trend. See if you get past this 460. That one's not bad. TRRX. This stock just got decimated. Okay. The reason why I put this stock on the watch list is because this was a $100 stock. Could you imagine going down to $7? You all remember this stock. I haven't seen a stock like this do that in like a long, long time, and it just kept going lower and lower and lower. It's one of the first days it's up. Okay. So I love bottom fishing. I feel bad for the people who own the stock. But you know what? Unfortunately, catastrophes make opportunities for us traders. This is going to be a stock I want to keep a close eye on it as a day trade also. Another one. This is just heartbreaking. I mean, $125 stock. The writing was on the wall. Okay, remember, I always tell you this. You want to be a very good long-term investor, you damn well better learn how to day trade. I don't know if you really saw this coming, but it gapped down from 125. You could see it right here. Let me blow up this chart a little bit bigger. So you see how it gapped down here from 125, and then it went lower, lower, gapped down again, and then all of a sudden, you wake up this morning from $95, you're at 51. You know what? We saw what happened with TIRX, right? So people always ask, how much lower could it go? Well, I don't know. 0? It could happen. But in this case, we do got support levels from the year before. So stock had a hell of a run back in November. You can see it's got some support levels right here around 48, and it kind of hit here around the 50. So I kind of like this as a bottom fish. So I'm going to put that on our watch list right there. Another decent stock. And there's a couple of fake orders out here. See, I just want to bring something up here. The KULR. Okay. So, you know, sometimes we see these things make these big spike ups like this one. This one, I don't know what happened, 7 o'clock in the morning. We went from 250 to 550, and she just came crashing down. She is holding pretty strong right here now, finally, right around 290. She's got a lot of orders, 9.5 million shares. You got some resistance levels right here, which is basically where it's testing it. If it holds here, you probably get a little bit of a bounce. This thing, I could probably see it testing maybe 350, but I want to see where the slingshot happens at the open, which we're all going to be focused on, and also see where the orders start coming in. But that's a hell of a correction from going from 250 to 550 right back down to 3. That's a hell of a crash right there. But as of right now, it looks a lot better than yesterday. So we'll see how things go. But you can see on my watch list, there's a lot of reds going on right now. A lot of reds. A lot of bleeding going on. What else am I missing? I think that's about it. I think I got everything. Did I miss anything, cyber traders? Anything else that I'm missing? I want to bring up a web page here really quick. Just make sure you guys all registered. All right, so let me just bring this up so everybody can see it. So guys, fellow traders, don't forget Cyber Expo today. Please register, share it, tweet it with your friends. Got some of the best masterminds in the business. I personally handpick who I want at these expos. You know, there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of educators out there, and 95% of them are just out there just to charge and make money off you, and just try to benefit from you. So please be very, very careful. Who trains you, but we all know we need to be educated. It's great to go out there, listen to these people, and see what you get. But if you want to if you want to learn from some of the people that I recommend that we do once a month, there's your opportunity. So don't miss it. Starts today from 12 to 4. All right, guys. So we'll see you then. Happy trading, everyone. We'll see you back at the Cyber Expo, and then we'll go in the afternoon. And remember, cyber traders, you see something, you say something. And for all the trial members here, hopefully you talk to the education advisor. He told you a little bit about everything. And hopefully this is something you want to do. And there's no reason why you shouldn't. It's the greatest job in the world. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. And see you back at 12.